Hey everyone, this is just being me coming to you with another quick video here on today. Also, I definitely want to just take the time again, as always, to thank everyone that has subscribed, who have left comments, encouraging words. I definitely appreciate you. Now, I'm not going to hold you. It's going to be a quick video. But again, before we get started, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And please turn on your notification bell so the next time I upload a video, you will be first to be notified. Also, of course, by just liking my video, it does help other content creators such as had court on yesterday. I did make a video on yesterday in reference to alleged witnesses that were potentially called to testify on behalf of. On yesterday, of course, I didn't really know who was who and who was coming there on, whose behalf or whatever. And again, I never want to give falsified information or information that I really don't have too much facts about. So again, here on today, everything that I am going to say is going to be alleged as well as in my opinion. And I definitely want to give a shout out to all the content creators that has covered this, have been keeping a close watch. I know, shout out to Auntie Ann, Ebony the Best, Tay Talks. It's just so many, others. Hey Girl, Hey, Camarel. I definitely want to take the time to thank them for their great content. Trust and Believe. They motivate me. Also, Sassy. Also, I love watching her show. I kind of dip in and out of everyone's show. Da Silva. I just don't want to leave nobody out because there's so many that I actually, follow. Is Da Silva, Brown Skin Girl, Chit Chat with QT. So shout out to all of them. If you have not subscribed to any of those channels, please go do so. Basically to keep up with kind of what's going on with this custody battle. So getting right into it. As I stated yesterday, I kind of, had gotten some information about some witnesses that were supposed to appear. So as we know, or as we have seen, Tisha Scott was on the witness list, but she was also listed as a no-show. So shout out to her if that's, how that actually played out. I'm never going to be biased. I try my best to keep it neutral, to be able to look at it from every side. I don't know what was behind her maybe not wanting to, show up, because from my understanding, she was there as a witness for Martell. So I don't know if, it was basically, her conscience. Maybe Marshal had something to do with it. I'm not really sure. But if she did it for the right reasons and decided to just stay out of this, shout out to her. I have to give it to her because, again, she is a mother that, we never know, what can happen moving forward in life. So, shout out to her. But just getting past that, we know that the custody battle continues. It kind of thickens. Now, again, everything is alleged, not really sure. I did, pretty much kind of been following everybody's stories, things to that nature. And from what I'm kind of gathering is Martell did try to subpoena Melanie's bank records, along with some other business resources. Now, that kind of throws up a red flag for me. Not only potentially is it holding up this case, but why do you want to know that, sir? why are you so interested in what she is bringing home? You're no longer married. You have been divorced for 3 years. So I'm trying to understand, why is it of any importance to you as to why you wanting to know how much this lady make? You know, you're almost kind of giving me Kevin Hunter vibes. Like, are you expecting for Melody to get up every day, go to work, do all that she can to be the best mother she can be and to thrive, and you reap the benefits? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 sir. That's not how that go. Not only have y'all been divorced for 3 years, how dare you? It's almost like the audacity of it all. It always goes back to the audacity of these people. But I'm trying to figure out, why would it be your business as to why or what she actually make? That's none of your business. As long as when your children is in her care, she's doing everything that she has to do to make sure that they are living the lifestyle that they have become accustomed to, that's all that matter. Now, when they are in your care, that's up to you as a man, an able-bodied man, that maybe if you would stop buying expensive purses, alleged, for the people that you deal with, to make them seem that you're something that clearly you're not, maybe then you would be able to take them and do things with them. Because from my understanding, you made the comment that I guess you want to be able to provide the life that they became accustomed to. Newsflash, did you didn't get the memo? When they're with Melody, they are living the life that they have became accustomed to. Now, I'm not sure what type of life they're living when they're with you, because we know that Love and Marriage Huntsville is pretty much the only motion that you have as of right now. And who's to blame? And not just because of you and Melody's divorce, but you as a man that have prolonged getting a builder's license. You pretty much tried to do a calendar. You have did your wine collection and XYZ, and uh it quite didn't work in your favor. Maybe because you haven't took accountability for the things that you've done. Maybe it's no room for a blessing in all of that mess that you have going on in your heart and your head, that you can't really focus on what the big picture should be. You can only focus on, how can I bring this woman down? That's the only thing seems to be what you can actually focus on, is what is your next move to make her look bad. And it doesn't matter what extent you go to accomplish that. Your goal is to make her look bad and bring her down. Now, after all of this time, you would think that you would see by now, she's blessed, she's covered. God's favor is all up and around her. And again, nobody's perfect, so I'm not just you know I don't respectfully, I'm not what you would consider a millimeter, but I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I am one that's for right. And it's no way that you could feel as though everything should just line up in your favor after some of the things that you have done. And it seems as though as we get deeper and deeper into this situation, it looks as though you keep digging a ditch deeper and deeper. And the only person that's going to fall is yourself, sir. I mean, at what point? I mean, you're not some 20-year-old, you're not a teenager. You are up there in age to where at some point reality needs to kick in and be like, okay, I did all of this way. This is not working. Let me just go ahead and just move on, leave her alone, because right now I'm hindering my own blessings. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what you're doing. You're hindering what God may have for you. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of, the saying, don't F yourself trying to F me, respectfully, you know, because in a lot of situations that tends to happen. People are so worried about bringing the next person down that they fail to realize that the only person that is failing is themselves. Again, God don't bless no mess. And whenever you gain that knowledge and whenever you see that, perhaps you could be a better man, a better father. You could better, pretty much be someone that Melanie doesn't mind co-parenting with, but it takes growth. It takes you gaining accountability. It takes you maybe perhaps going to sit on a couch and talk this over with somebody else. Because at some point, when you sit down and think about this whole situation, sir, you are the root of this. You started this. When you decide to take it upon yourself for your own selfish reasons and go outside of your household to find happiness, you open the door for all of this that's coming with it to flow right on in. You can't sit up here and become victim to something that you created. You can't pretty much throw the match and the gas on a house and then play victim. Oh my God, I got burnt. You threw it. You did this. You lit this. You're the cause of this. Deal with it. Just deal with it. And to even think that you are trying to allege come after Melanie for finances, or I don't know what you want to call it, because you really can't call it spousal support. You've been divorced for 3 years. So what are we doing? What are we doing again? I'm not understanding. I just don't get it. As well as I don't understand, or I mean, I don't know anything about the judge or however it go. And of course I know things like this may take time, but I'm trying to figure out what's all the back and forth for. I mean, here we have a woman that is raising three black young women and one son. She hasn't did anything to neglect her children. She didn't do anything to cause the demise of the family union that they had. But yet she's having to go back and forth with a man that wasn't thinking of his children when he decided that only thing that he was concerned about was his happiness or what he was lacking at home. But as we see here now, you claim you were lacking all of that at home, but clearly for some reason, whether it was the money, whether it was the love, the loyalty, whatever it was, for one, we know that sex wasn't it because y'all have 4 children. Let's just call it what it is. But at the same time, for whatever, you can't tend to let this woman go. So it had to been something that, because now we see you can't let her go. Now we know that you do have narcissistic tendencies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that down and we're going to have a whole video on this narcissistic thing, because what we failing to realize is we deal with narcissistic behavior daily from people, either it's in a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, family, co-workers, however, everyone has came encounter with a narcissistic person. If we look at the definitions of narcissists, I guarantee you we can at least one person can pop up in our head and be like, oh my God, this is what such and such is. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, why are you so concerned with her finances? Are we trying to do this Kelvin and Serena thing, and you're going to try to bleed Melody dry, so you'll be able to provide for your other son, or for, the women you want to be able to keep up with their lifestyle? But we know that your baby mama ain't got too much of a lifestyle. She was depending on Melody as well. So she strikes me to be a Serena. That eventually, I'm assuming, if Melanie wins custody, What, you and Ariane gonna be at the judge's office trying to sue Melanie all over again because Martell alleges gonna need to have hip surgery and he ain't gonna be able to pay his, you know, he ain't gonna be able to pay his his mortgage, which we know, of course, I don't know if he even have a mortgage, but I'm sorry, but that's neither here nor there. But the whole point of it is, I just need to know, and I'm just wondering. Maybe y'all can answer it for. Leave it in the comments if you think that you could think of any reason to why is he worried about what this lady finances and bank account look like. Because, sir, I don't think, and I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'm gonna let y'all know about that. I'm not sure about what the law is in Alabama, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't say 3 years after you divorce somebody, they're gonna come back and sue you for spousal support. I don't know if that is a thing, but I mean, and y'all already know, in my opinion, I feel like he was only doing the custody thing, not only to gain control over Melody in the situation, but also because he's hoping to get some child support out of the deal. That sounds so funny. But anyways, y'all, and you remember yesterday, I also said in my video that they had, he had pretty much made a post about him being noticed or recognized there in Alabama to go to Selma. And let me see if I can see it. Let me see. This is one of the screenshots that he had. And basically, he was pretty much saying, "Meet us in Selma, March 4th." Now pretty much I'm thinking that he has been invited and he's going to be recognized. I'm not sure of what they're going to recognize him for. Didn't go too much into it, but this is what he pretty much had to say in reference to it. Basically, he just says, because I'm not sure if you're able to read it, but I am proud to announce that I will serve as the Grand Marshal of the 58th Annual Voting Rights Jubilee Parade in Selma, Alabama. The event will be held on March 4th, 2023 at 8 a.m. Thank you to Selma Jubilee Board of Directors and Selma Jubilee Parade Committee for this invitation. This is truly an honor for me. Basically, he kind of go on to give a little feedback on there. Of course, you can see somebody said, "Proud of you, cousin," and XYZ. Okay, Selma. I don't know. I don't know if these awards or recognitions or any of this is something that maybe you can pay to get in, alleged. Or how they go. But do y'all do any background for the people that are chosen, like Grand Marshal? Now we seen where recently Tisha was, I want to say maybe a Grand Marshal or was a part of a Mardi Gras parade, and shout out to her for that. But here we have it, and as we all know, Huntsville is not too big of a city. I'm assuming, had never been there, so I mean, I'm not really sure, but word gets around pretty quick, especially now that we have Beyonce's internet going on. So I'm just kind of wondering, how is this like, how do you choose the people as your Grand Marshal? Is it because what they've done in the community or the accomplishments, or how? And I'm not to downplay Martell in any type of way, because as we all know, once upon a time when him and Mel were together, they were very known in their community. They did a lot in the community. They made a lot of motion. But fast forward to where we are here now, this is almost as if you're awarding, let's just say, an NFL football player. I don't want to put nobody's name out because I'm not doing all that, but an NFL football player. Now, he may have made an MVP, might be the best quarterback or linebacker that the whole NFL has ever seen, and XYZ. Oh, but he over here, every time you look around, he's in the media for dragging his wife or committing, some type of assault or something on women, but yet and still you still vote him for MVP for the NFL. Come on, y'all. Like, and I don't know. I don't know, but I just don't feel as though, in my opinion, that he is a great example, because I don't know if they haven't seen or heard, which I doubt very seriously if they haven't, but he has been known to be on social media dragging his ex-wife, the mother of his children. I don't think that you could say Martin Luther King or any of our known greats who fought for causes such as in Selma that has been known for that publicly, anyways. You know, you know, I'm trying to figure out as to how a man that sits up here drag his ex-wife on social media has been probably the topic of the town at some point in time for his affairs that he had going on when they first broke up. I'm pretty sure that, being that they're in Alabama, they tune in to their Alabama shows like we all do. Sometimes we support our city, our state. They haven't seen it play out, the things that he done, how aggressive he has been on that TV show, when he has actually had to have other cast members to restrain him. So I'm just kind of concerned as to how do you select these people to be grand marshals and things to that nature, and represent a very important cause such as this. And again, it's all in my opinion. Don't know. Don't nobody come after me, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. As we see it all playing out now, he's basically fighting for custody from his ex-wife to gain control and perhaps financial gain. He's not fighting for custody because they are being neglected, or because they're lacking, or because she isn't a good parent. He's fighting for custody, for control, and potential financial gain. That's not in the best interest of the children, because what children would honestly want to be away from their mother? Sir, I used to try to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm out of there with that. Go on over there with Kelvin, because you and Kelvin and Coleslaw and Serena, oh, I'm sorry. Serena left him, and potential and alleged Orion, or so she say, is dealing with somebody else, which that typically happens. Because when the man is no longer able to keep up with that lifestyle that they fell in love with, they have nothing for you. And that's just what it is. But y'all, that was it. That's all I had to come on here on today, and didn't want to hold you. I did think that we need to go over that. As I stated, I will be doing a video where we kind of break down narcissistic behavior. We'll go over, have we ever encountered that? Have we ever been in a relationship with someone that has those type of behaviors? So yeah, we'll do that. Everyone, comment below. Tell me how you feel. Tell me, why do you think that Martell is so interested in what Melly has going on in her bank account? And how do you feel about him being the Grand Marshal for this upcoming event here? I'm assuming this weekend in Selma. Let me know how you feel. Again, y'all, thank you again for watching and supporting the channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. Also, I did do a poll. If you haven't seen it, please go look on my community wall, asking, would anybody be interested in me doing recaps or reviews on Unwind with Mary J. Blige? It looks as though it's going to be really, really interesting. So let me know how y'all feel about those reviews. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for the support. And until next time, love you guys. Y'all stay safe, stay lit, and stay blessed.